Hey Ray Bays, it's me Ray back at it again with another YouTube video, and as you can tell by the title, I am doing a BMT experience slash how to prepare for BMT. This video is mainly for the girlies, you know, because I'm not sure how the guys prepare for it or what went on when they were in BMT, but I'm going to talk about my experience and everything that I took from it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for what's next. So for this video, I'm going to be breaking it up into different parts. One part is going to be hygiene. Another part is going to be like what to expect when you first get there and how everything went and how they ran everything. And then while I'm talking about those things, I'm going to tie in my experience with that. So it can make it, you know, a little smoother. I do have a notepad right here so I don't get off track because I tend to get off track. But the first thing we're going to talk about is what to bring. So when you first go to BMT, well, before you go to BMT, your recruiter should provide you with a check sheet and a list, and basically on that check sheet it has everything that you need to bring. Some of those things are needs and some of those things you really don't need. So when you do arrive at basic training, they bring you to this building, and in this building they basically provide you with all the stuff that you're going to need for those 7.5 weeks. Before you do go to basic training, you could download a lot of these apps. One of the apps is called like a DEP app, and then it's like a U.S. Air Force app, and in that U.S. Air Force app it also tells you what you can and cannot bring, or what you should and shouldn't bring, you know. Me personally, I did use that, but it's honestly the same thing as the check sheet that your recruiter gives you. So some of the items that I did bring were, of course, deodorant, miniature deodorant, cocoa butter. It was like a little roll-on stick that worked really well. Aveeno lotion bottles. They were like this size because, you know, you're going on a plane, so everything has to be, you know, in certain ounces or something like that. Toothpaste, of course, toothbrush, soap. I did bars of soap, and I got not shampoo bottles, body wash, but I poured those into like the traveling size thing so my stuff wouldn't get thrown away. When you do arrive to Lackland, which is the base you'll be at for those 7.5 weeks, when you do arrive to Lackland, they take you to this building, and in that building they do provide you with a lot of stuff that you'll need. They do give you shower shoes, so you don't have to pack shower shoes. They give you body wash, shampoo, things like that, but it's like the generic kind, you know, so you might want to bring your own. I suggest bringing your own body wash and things like that. They provide, what else do they give? I do believe they give deodorant, lotion, and things like that. They give a lot of stuff, but you will want to bring your own due to the fact that you're there for 7.5 weeks, and that's not, what they gave you is not going to last you that long. So that's that. There are some things on that list to where they do not want you to bring, and I honestly forgot what it was, but for the most part, if you bring like the basic hygiene stuff, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, for females, tampons, pads, things like that, if you bring those, you'll be perfectly fine. While being in there, they do give you a little card with $400. With that $400, you can buy anything you want. Honestly, when you go to the BX or when you go to this little store that they have for you the first week, you can buy anything you want. But the only things you cannot get is like candy, juice, stuff like that. You can't get snacks with the card. You can just get hygiene stuff. I don't think you can have like certain types of medicines. They don't allow you to have certain types of medicines. Why? I honestly don't know, but they did not want us to have certain types of medicines, and the people at the store are not allowed to serve you certain types of medicines when you are in BMT. Also, I do suggest that you bring like a journal, you bring some envelopes, some stamps. Before you leave, make sure you write down everybody's address, because you will need those for those letters. Make sure you write down everybody's address and like a little phone book or even a little notepad. Make sure you bring some pens. I personally suggest, you won't have time to like read books. I personally suggest bringing a Bible if you're into that, because it will help you a lot. For my girlies with the hair, make sure you bring your shampoo, conditioner, things like that. You are not allowed to blow dry your hair though. That's the only thing. You're not allowed to blow dry your hair, and I'm gonna get to that once I get to the hair stuff. What else? You can bring photos of your loved ones. That's what I did. I brought pictures of my family, my friends, things like that, just to remind me, like, to keep going, you know. If you do that, those things will help a lot in the long run. Also, underwear. Pack underwear. At the store they do have it to where you can buy underwear, but bring your own underwear. Bring bras, preferably sports bras, because regular bras is not going to work. I do say bring one regular bra, and that is for graduation. You can wear that for graduation, but throughout your whole time at BMT, you're going to want to wear a sports bra. You're not going to want to wear a regular bra. Underwear, granny panties. To be honest, granny panties. No one's going to be looking. No one's going to be, yeah. I honestly say bring granny panties. Not nothing cute, fancy, you know. For some reason, people brought thongs, and I'm just like, how are you wearing these while doing all this stuff? I brought regular panties, went on Amazon, brought my sports bras, brought my panties, things like that. Socks. You will not need socks after the first week. After week 1, you will not need any socks. So I'll say pack light on the socks, because they do provide you PT uniform, and in that PT uniform you get like 5-6 pairs of socks or whatever. Yes, it may not sound like a lot, but it will get you through. So yeah, that's what to bring. Once again, you do get that. So if I'm missing anything, you do get that list from your recruiter. Y'all forgive the outside noise, please. But that's everything you need to bring for the most part when you go to BMT. So a lot of people want to know, how does showers work? So when you get to BMT, they put you in different flights, and in those flights there are about 40 girls in each flight, y'all. 40, not 10, 20, 40 girls in each flight. So you're going to be dealing with 40 different hormones, 40 different attitudes for 7.5 weeks. This right here will test your patience. It will test a lot of things, and I know it did for me. So when I first arrived, I did not know that I'd be with 40 different other females, you know. Like, I've heard about that, but I'm like, ain't no way they could fit 40 different girls in this room. But once you go, there are 2 different bays. It's one big dormitory, but there's 2 different bays. And I'm gonna say there's like 20 beds in each bay, or maybe more. So 40 girls can fit in there. When it's time to shower, they tell you to be the first one in the shower. And I'm telling you to be the first one in the shower. I made sure I was the first person in that shower, because once all them girls come in, you getting rushed, you getting pushed, it's just a lot that goes on. So they say make sure you're the first one in the shower. And once you're the first one in the shower, you go in there. Well, this is what I did. I went in there and I turned on all the shower heads, and then I got under the shower that I was getting under, and I, you know, had time to soak my body and everything. But once again, you're on a time limit too. You get like 10 minutes. I'm gonna say 15 the max, depending on your instructor. Depending on your MTI, which is your military instructor, you get 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 40 girls, and there's only like 10 to 15 shower heads, depending on what building you're in. I was in Alcatraz, so there were only like 10 shower heads in mine. If you get Disneyland, there's more shower heads, so the more the better. But for us, there were only 10, and we was in crunch time. So I do recommend like trying to be the first one to get in the shower. Try, if you can't do anything else, try to be the first one to be in that shower when it's time to get in the shower. For the showers, you shower twice a day. So you shower after PT and then right before dinner. Yes, I know it may sound but hey, that's what it was. And a lot of people are like, 40 girls. When you rushing to get in the shower, you're not going to think about who looking at you. Trust me, 99.9% of the time, them females are not worried about you at all. They're not worried about you. They're not worried about what you got going on. Like, you're not even going to be wanting to worry about the next female and what they got going on. You're going to want to go in there and get yourself together, you know. So that's that. On Sundays for us, and I honestly think for everybody else, is when you have the most time, because your MTI allows you to, that's your time, that's self-care Sunday, basically. You can do your hair, you can shave, and all that good stuff, all the good things you need to do. Sunday is the day to do that. That's pretty much it. When you first wake up as well, you have like 10 minutes to brush your teeth and wash your face. Don't do anything else but that. You want to make sure you get that done because you PT in the morning. And honestly, for PT, your hair doesn't have to look a certain way. You can have it up, you can have it braided back, you can do anything with your hair for PT. PT only. That's pretty much that. They're living with 40 girls. I will say this: living with 40 girls shows you a lot about how they live. It really does. And some people are not how you would think they are. Some are a little nasty, and then you have the clean ones and stuff like that. For me, I don't think I really had any females who were nasty. You know, sometimes they did leave like pads and stuff in the toilet. That right there used to blow me. It really used to blow me. But they did leave pads, tampons, stuff like that in the toilet. When they would shave, of course the hair goes to the drain, but like it was hair everywhere, and I'm just like, like it was so much. When they would wash their hair would just come out and they'd leave it there. Some would clean it up, some wouldn't. And that's the only thing I say that will bother me the most, is when there's hair everywhere, pubic hairs all on the floor, nobody's cleaning this up. But other than that, during the showers is really easy. You get in, you get out. You're not going to be worried about what the next person got going on at all. You can come up with a plan, like for your flight. You can come up with a plan. For us, we had like different groups. I wouldn't say groups, but like once you form a bond in BMT, it's like these are your people. Like you're used to them now, you know? Like, I was used to all the girls, but I had my group of friends and my group of people who I still talk to this day. I had those group of girls who were like, when it was time to go in the shower, like one of us, if it wasn't me, it was one of my friends rushing in there and getting us a shower. And that's literally what everybody would do. And I feel like that would make it made it so much easier, somewhat. Some days was good, some days was because you know you still had those people who were complaining and everything. And if y'all don't come up with a plan, your MTI most definitely will come up with a plan, and y'all might not like that plan. But that's it for the showers. When it comes to hair, I do recommend, for all my black beautiful queens, you know, I do recommend going in with braids. I do recommend going in with braids. And even if you're not, you know, black or whatever, braids did help a lot of people. When I say braids helped a lot of people, it helped a lot of people. Like, half of my flight had braids. Like, they had, it was like, I want to say like 3 of us could braid hair, me and 2 other people. And every Sunday, we was braiding somebody's hair. Braids help a lot, because all that gel and tension on pulling your hair back in the ponytail, I would say that's not really good. Braids are a good thing. If your hair can't do the braids, then I would say, you know, just do what you normally do. But I would say going in with a protective hairstyle will save you so much time. So much time. I had box braids. They weren't as small. I do recommend small knotless or small box braids if you do go. Or like even small straight backs. Those will work too. After a while, you know how braids is. When you get to sweating and everything, your hair it starts to come out the braid or whatever. So that's how it was for me. I had my braids in, I'm going to say, for a good 3 to 4 weeks before I took them out, because all that sweat building up everything, and I needed to wash my hair. Sundays, you are able to wash your hair, so that's what we did. You do not have a blow dryer, so you gotta make it do what it do, you know. That's pretty much it. You can honestly wear your hair, for us, we could wear our hair however we want it, as long as it was neat in a cute little bun or something like that. For the braids, we braided everybody's hair on Sunday. I even taught somebody how to braid, and I'm not the best braider, but I'll taught somebody how to braid. In your flight, I guarantee you there are going to be at least 1 or 2 people who know how to braid hair. Literally, who knows how to braid hair. That's literally how it was. What else? I want to say, I don't know. During Beast Week, everybody had braids in. No matter the race, no matter nothing, everybody had braids in because braids worked for everybody. Like, it literally worked for everybody. I recommend braids 110%. I really do. I really do. No matter who you are, braids will work. Now, everybody can't wear braids because, you know, some people's hair can't handle the braids. But if your hair can handle the braids, I recommend wearing braids. Now, for graduation, look at my hair, y'all. For graduation, I would say, if your hair can do the slick back ponytail, you know, do that. Because you want to make sure you look good. You want to make sure you look good at all times. And I say all time. All times. You want to make sure you look good. And like for me, my MTI, she was real heavy on that. Real heavy on hygiene. Real heavy on looking nice. Showing up and showing out. Giving 110% each and every time. Like, she was that girl. When I say that girl, my MTI was that girl. And I honestly thank her a lot for that. Like me, even before I went to BMT, I made sure I kept my hair done. It might look a mess right now, but I made sure I kept my hair done, my nails done, everything. I make sure I look presentable. And that's what they'll tell you. Like, you want to make sure you look presentable, you know? So when it comes to your hair, do whatever you got to do to make it look presentable. If you can't do something, ask the next girl, because I guarantee you she can, you know? Look for help. Don't sit there in silence. And if you need help with your hair, ask somebody, and I'm pretty sure they will help you. It's literally how it was for us. What else? I think that's pretty much on the hair side. Yeah. You can't have blow dryers, can't have flat irons. But depending on your MTI, they may allow you to have someone send you a flat iron for graduation. But keep in mind, everything that gets sent to you, you will have to take with you to tech school, and you only get, I want to say, 3 bags. So you get the bag that you came with, you get this big duffel bag, and that duffel bag will keep a lot of stuff. It'll allow you to keep a lot of stuff because that duffel bag can carry some things. So you get your personal bag, your duffel bag, and then your book bag. You get those 3 bags. So just make sure you don't have people sending you a lot of stuff, only because what they send you, you have to take with you. And if it don't fit, you gotta get rid of it. So that's pretty much on the hair side. Let's see, do's and don'ts. So BMT is very strict. They teach you discipline, they teach you time management, they teach you a lot of things, like literally a lot of things. I would say, do not be a snitch. Do not. That is something you do not want to do. You do not want to go in there trying to tell on everybody because something isn't going your way, or you've seen something. Now, if you've seen something crazy, okay, cool. But don't just go in there and tell on your flight because they getting away with something that you didn't get away with, you know. Don't go in there doing that. Not gonna lie, some MTIs don't like that because they can like, why are you snitching, you know? And mind you, you're in there with a whole bunch of different females, different ages. This is a grown woman. Why are you trying to tell on this grown woman, you know? I would say don't do that. Don't follow the leader. Be your own person. Be your own person. Stand up for yourself. Literally stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody walk over you or none of that. Tell them you ain't going for none of that. Like, honestly. I would say make friends. Make sure you make friends. You cannot get through BMT by yourself. I don't care how much you tell yourself, I'm getting through this by myself. You're not. Believe it or not, you're not. Like, you're in there for 7.5 weeks, no phone. And, like, you're going to want to make friends. Because if you don't, you're going to be sitting there sad, depressed, and in your head. That's literally how it would be if you don't talk to nobody, if you don't make friends. When I first got there, I had the mindset, like, I'm coming in here doing what I need to do, and I'm getting out. I'm not talking to nobody, not making no friendships. Did it go like that? No. I was so friendly in there. I literally still talk to majority of my flight to this day, and it's been 2 years now. I still talk to people, and that's honestly one of the best things I could have done was open up. You ain't got to open up too much, you know. You ain't got to tell everybody your personal business, but it is nice to have fun and to have fun. Like, you can have fun in there. It is nice to open up to different people and, you know, get to know others. It's really, really nice. What else? If something is bothering you, like mentally, I would say tell your MTI, because they can get you in with a chaplain and y'all can go and, you know, have your little talk to get your mind off of whatever is, you know, going through your head. Yeah. I would say that do not talk to the men. No, that is a no-go. In basic training, you are not allowed to talk to the opposite sex. Do not. Because they don't play that. When I say they do not play that, they do not play that. When I was in mixed training, we couldn't look at them. We couldn't talk to them. We would stretch on a drill pad. The guys had to turn the other way. It was just a lot. They're very big on that, and you cannot talk to them guys at all. Do not do that. Don't risk it. None of that. What else? When you eat, some MTIs, depending on the MTIs, they say if you put it on your plate, you gotta eat it on, and you have to get at least like 2 drinks. If you know you're not gonna eat something, do not get it. But make sure you do eat. Make sure you eat, because you only eat 3 times a day. 3. I wouldn't even say, is it 3? Yes, 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's it. No snacks, no nothing. And you want to make sure you are hydrated. You want to make sure you're hydrated. Because if you're not, you're going to be like me, passing out somewhere. No, don't smirk. Don't laugh. MTIs do not play that. And I had a problem with that because I always, when I say always will laugh or do something like that. MTIs have a problem with you being happy. I don't know why. But don't let them see you smirking or laughing or anything like that. I do want to tell you, it is okay to get sad. It's okay to get sad, you know. You're in there for quite a long time with people you don't know, you know, things you're not used to. Something my MTI always said was, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Is that how I go? Get comfortable with being uncomfortable? Get comfortable? Yeah, I think that's how I go. That's honestly true. That's the honest truth. You really do have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to learn to adjust to new things, get used to new things. After the first 3 weeks, you'll get used to everything. You'll get used to the yelling. You'll get used to exercising. You'll get used to getting on your face, pushing Texas, all of that. And pushing Texas is basically push-ups. When they tell you pushing, you gotta push Texas or whatever, 9 times out of 10 you're in trouble. But you honestly get used to it. You really do. I can say, do not take what they say to the heart. Don't. It's their job. It's their job to yell at you. It's their job to be all up in your face. Now, if they're being like disrespectful and like cussing you out and they know they can't do that, then that's different. But if they're just yelling at you, telling you what to do, all in your face and stuff like that, I know you're not gonna like it, but I mean, hey, it's their job. And they'll tell you, like, it's nothing personal. Like, at the end, they may or may not tell you. I know mine did, but he told us, like, I don't like yelling. And it got to a point where his doctor told him he couldn't even yell at us no more because he kept yelling and his vocal cords messing up. But yeah, like, it's their job to do that. So don't take it to the heart. Do not take it to the heart. Do not let them see that it's bothering you. Because once they see that what they're saying or what they're doing is bothering you, you became a target now. Now they're going to keep coming for you and keep coming for you because they want to see you try to break. And you cannot let them see you break. You can't and you won't. That's that. What activities to go to? So, church. Every Sunday is church service. I highly recommend you go. Like, I highly recommend you go. If you didn't go to church before, I guarantee you're going to start going once you get into BMT. Because it's like, this is your only time away from the NTIs. Besides when they go home for the day, but this is your only time away. This is time to, regroup and get yourself together for the next week, I do recommend going to church. I highly recommend going to church. Highly recommend. Like, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Like, it will really help you. And not even that, like, during that time, you get time to, like, talk to the people around you, like, y'all all are so, uptight and, tense and everything because of what's going on around you. And, you're trying to perfect everything so you won't get in trouble and things like that. But once you go to church, you get to, like, it's like a relief, I recommend going to church on Sundays. What else? I do want to say help one another. If you see one of your battle buddies, that's what they call them. If you see one of them needing help, help them. I don't even think they're called battle buddies, but we call them something else. I don't know. We had a buddy system though, but if you see your buddy need help, help your buddy out. Help your buddy out. I feel like when you guys help each other, it gets so much better. It gets so much better. Yes, you're gonna have time for y'all button heads and all that, but in order for y'all to finish off strong, y'all gonna want to come together. You're going to want to come together and do what you got to do to get up out of there. They say the only way out is to graduate, and that's honestly the truth. That is literally the truth. If you get injured or hurt or anything, you'll be put in med hold. You can be put in med hold for 3 to 4 months. Like, you can be in there for a long time. A very long time. So do not get hurt. Try not to get hurt. I could just say push each other and motivate one another. And everything will be smooth sailing. Don't go in there acting like you the big bad wolf or acting like you too good, to do certain things, because you're not. You're not. And I honestly would say, try to have a positive attitude from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. I'm telling you, when you have a positive attitude, things are so much better. Like, yes, they're yelling at you. Yes, you have to exercise. Yes, you have to go to classes and learn about the Air Force. Yes, you have to do all these different things. But when you have that positive mindset, everything will be so much better. So much better. For me, like BMT, like, I made a lot of new friendships. I went in there thinking I'm not going to talk to nobody. I'm just going there and do what I need to do. But I came out with a lot of new friendships. To this day, I still talk to these same people, When they say the military allows you to make some good lifelong friends. Is it lifelong? Yeah. It's the honest truth. It's really the truth. No one likes a mean girl. Do not go in there being a mean girl. No one likes a mean girl. And I'm telling you, your NTI is not going to like that either, because they're going to try you to see if you're really a mean girl. So don't go in there thinking you some mean girl. What else? I think that's pretty much it for BMT. Like I said, the first 3 weeks will be kind of rough for you depending on who you is. After that, you're gonna get used to everything. Honestly, you're gonna get used to every single thing. You do get phone calls every Sunday. Depending on how your flight is, you will get a phone call. It could be up to 15 minutes. It could be up to 20 minutes. I remember one time, I think we got a 30-minute call. But that's because we missed the call and our MTI was proud of us for something we had did. But yeah, it all depends on your MTI. That's pretty much it for BMT. Now, for tech school. Tech school is a big relief. You still have to wake up, do PT. You still have to go to classes and things like that. But you're pretty much free. You get your phone back. You can go off base once you hit a certain phase. When you first go to tech school, you're in phase 1. I think you have to be phase 2 in order to go off base. But you get to go off base. You get to wear civilian clothes. You get to feel like a civilian again, you know? It's just like you active duty working at, what is it, 7 to 4 or something like that? 7 to 4, 5, one of them. But in the morning for tech school, you get up, depending on how your tech school is. I went to Fort Sam Houston, so when I was there in the morning, on Monday and Wednesdays, I believe it was the girls' day to PT. So we'll PT. After PT, you'll go back in your dorm, you'll get showered, and then you'll go to class. You're in class until like 5 o'clock. You do have a lunch break. On that lunch break, you can be on your phones. Throughout the day, during the classes, you do get little breaks. And then breaks, you can be on your phones as well. After school is over, do whatever you want. Just make sure you're in by that curfew. Some bases have curfews and some don't. Mine did, and it was 12. Do I want to say 12? Yeah, 12. Just make sure you beating them timelines. Tech school, you make really good friends. I am still friends with the people I went in with. I'm still friends with my roommate. I'm still friends with people in my classes. So when they say them friends last, them friends last. I will say though, in tech school, you are around guys. Do not let them get in your head. Do not fall for their traps, because it's like they've been locked up for 7.5 weeks. They're going to try you. Don't fall for it at all. At all. I don't care who you are. Do not go for none of that. They are going to want relationships and things like that, but you don't know these people, you know. It's okay to get to know somebody, but like, do not go in there. You meet somebody, y'all talking for a couple weeks, boom, they want to marry you. No. I never thought that that would be true until I went there. Like, I don't judge. I don't judge. But these guys were really trying to marry these girls. And I'm like, y'all don't even know each other, you know? But I mean, hey, that's how it is. Look at my hair, y'all. That's how it is in the military. Y'all won't know each other, but y'all get married. That's literally how it is. I think like 4 or 5 people that I went to tech school with got married to a guy in tech school. And some of them are still doing good, you know? And then there's some who divorced or whatever you want to call it. And they be thinking about the money and stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong. If you truly love that person and all that, do what you do. But I do not recommend it. I don't. Because once you get to that active duty life, baby, girl, you gonna love it. And you ain't gonna want to be married at all. But, yes, y'all. I don't want to make this video too long, because I'm already at like 30 minutes, I think. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I feel like I could have did just a little better, you know. Just bear with me on these videos. Sometimes I be getting in my head and get nervous, you know. But I am going to continue to drop more videos. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you soon.